What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Anipop Podcast. It sure has been a while, but we're back, and oh boy, am I excited for this episode. With me today, I have my wonderful co-host, Jaden Day Zero.
Yo, what's up? We're not dead yet, so...
Yet.
Yeah, for anyone who was wondering if this podcast was, over, or, oh, they're not recording anymore, no, it was just a hiatus, and... Yeah, pretty much. I mostly blame myself for it because I'm very unorganized with my stuff, but I'm sure Ducky was excited and eager to get something out, so...
We're all very busy with our own things, but it's good to be back with this. I hope Jay's as excited as me.
Yeah, same.
Would you like to introduce today's topic, Jay?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so today, of all things, we're going to be talking about... well, it's funny because I think Shang-Chi just came out a week ago or something, was it? Was it last week?
A week tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
6
exactly.
days ago. It was.
And
have you seen it?
Yes, I actually did see it. I have a funny story that goes along with that, but basically,
okay.
We're gonna be talking about Marvel's, just in the MCU in general. Well, I don't know if you wanted to talk about the comics. I guess we can mention it, but mostly we're gonna be talking about.
I mainly just want to talk about the MCU.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But mostly we're just going to be talking about the whole cinematic universe, which is going to be pretty lit.
I've noticed that I counted earlier. They usually release 3 movies a year. One at the start, one in the spring, and then one in fall, and then sometimes one in summer. And this year they've released 9 things so far. They are until releasing 9 things
because of the Disney Plus,
which is fantastic.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding.
We had WandaVision, then Falcon and the Winter Soldier started 2 weeks after that finished. Then we had Loki, then Black Widow. What If is on its 5th episode. There's Shang-Chi. The Eternals, Hawkeye, and Spider-Man. So that's exciting.
And that's all for 2021, which is crazy.
Yeah, and then in February there's Doctor Strange.
Dude, isn't that kind of weird though? Before this year, it felt I don't know. It feels so weird seeing that much content being put out in a short span of time, especially when it's all interconnected and stuff. Because usually it's just how DC does it, where they just pump out these animated movies, but a lot of them don't have anything to do with the actual movies themselves, or the cinematic universe. But with Marvel, it's everything's connected, which makes it even crazier. But I don't know. 10 years in the making, dude, that's just crazy.
And there are still plans for another 4 years at least, which is...
I thought Kevin Feige said another 20 or something.
That's even better.
Yeah, because dude, I'm just waiting for that Deadpool and Spider-Man crossover thing. I think since
apparently they've started writing Deadpool 3. And it's going to be rated 18, so...
well, I mean, weren't all the Deadpool movies rated R, so...
Yeah.
Or is the rating system over there in the UK, different? Do they call it rated 18? Or something? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Damn, I think my internet died. Okay, cool. Did my internet die? So, yeah, apparently Deadpool 3 is going to be the first 18, rated 18 movie in the MCU, which is intimidating.
Well, I mean, I guess after the whole, Fox acquisition, was it Fox? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fox acquisition. They got Deadpool, and I guess technically, yeah, it'd be the first time Marvel would publish, or not publish, but like release a movie that's rated R, before the whole acquisition thing happened. So yeah, that's pretty interesting, because I wonder if they're gonna keep doing that, or they're just gonna keep that exclusively for like Deadpool, because I know they like to keep their the Marvel stuff like very family friendly, but it's kind of hard to avoid because a lot of the stories are very dark, but I don't think not as dark as DC, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't read enough comics to know, so.
Even WandaVision was kind of dark. Like,
I haven't seen that one, though.
It was about a woman coping with the death of her robotic husband. And by doing so, she created 2 fake children out of thin air, enslaved an entire town. Then the children died.
Bruh, you just spoiled it for me. Thanks.
That's not the whole story.
Dang, dude. Okay, I didn't expect that would happen, but dang.
But it's I don't know. I think with Deadpool being, or Deadpool 3 rather, being like a mature rated film, they might go more into, instead of having them being rated 12 or being rated PG, having them be like maybe 15 here and there, just to make them less kiddish. Although it's Disney, so I wouldn't put it past them to keep them all 12.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, but like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Like, have you seen every single Marvel movie?
Have. And then when Disney Plus came out, I rewatched them all within about a month.
Jeez,
like one a day, and all the series.
Dang, like,
because it was at the peak of lockdown with nothing to do.
True. Like for me, I did watch like every single movie when it came out in theaters, but like after that, the only one I did rewatch was probably the Iron Man 1. And then as far as like Disney Plus shows go, so far I've only seen Loki and like the first episode of the What If. I kind of wanted to. I tried. Actually, no. I take that back. I saw a little bit of WandaVision, but the thing, like the first, I think it was the second episode because my brother was watching it, and like, I was like, it's like. So I kind of just like told him to. I'll just watch it some other time. But the What If stuff, I think that was pretty interesting. I think just the first episode itself didn't really catch my eye or catch my attention as much as I thought it would. But I'm looking forward to the Doctor Strange episode, which I think was episode 3, or was it
last week?
So it was episode 4. Okay, yeah. Those are the parts I'm kind of looking forward to. But episode 1 was kind of it's kind of dull in my opinion.
I think this week was the zombie episode. I might be wrong, but I haven't watched it yet. But I think since every episode's like its own different story, it sort of appeals to, say, you don't like Doctor Strange, but you like Black Panther, you'll like episode 2. Or if you don't like Captain America, but you like Doctor Strange, you can skip to episode 4. It's, since they're self-contained, it's something you can just enjoy as you want.
True. And I'm kind of curious if they're ever going to make any of those stories like canon to like the main movies, because I know for a fact they're probably, I feel like later on, probably not like anytime soon, but like way later on, they're probably going to like take some of the background of those stories and just like make an actual movie out of it. But at that point, I feel like everything's going to be disconnected.
If they wanted to, they could, because of, I'm sure you've already seen the trailer, because of the new Spider-Man movie. The multiverse is going crazy. So they could probably be like, hey, Captain Carter is in this world now. And then we'd be like, okay, cool. And then Hilly Atwell would burst onto the screen with a shield and everyone would go crazy.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know.
I saw a fan theory that Doctor Strange, the Doctor Strange episode, might be accurate or teasing something to do with the new movie about him being Mephisto or something, because he's so when WandaVision came out, there was this theory that a character was Mephisto. He's like the devil. Yeah, there was a theory that that this one character in WandaVision was Mephisto, and he wasn't. And the same theory happened with Loki, and he wasn't. So now the trendy theory with the MCU just seems to be, is this guy Mephisto?
Oh yeah, because I was seeing a lot of those memes around with Doctor Strange, or like I saw like a video about somebody theorizing like, oh yeah, Doctor Strange is Mephisto. That's why he disobeys what's his face? Like leaves for his vacation or whatever.
Wong.
Yeah, Wong. He disobeys Wong's
I'm pretty sure
advice, or I don't know. And people think because of he did that, he's Mephisto or something like that. Which I would be shocked if that he actually is Mephisto and people were right about that, but it's very unlikely in my opinion. I don't know.
What did you think of the Spider-Man trailer? Because,
okay,
you're older than me. You will have seen all these movies when they came out, so to see all these characters coming back, would have been something for you.
So I guess before I get to Spider-Man, I kind of want to talk about like a Black Widow and your opinion on it. Okay, so
it was disappointing.
Okay, I agree. I agree with that. No argument with that. But okay, so I watched that movie in the worst way possible. So here in the States, we have a drive-through movie theater. So the screen is outside and everything, right? So you have to like drive in your car and you listen the movie through your car
you, like,
speakers.
Put your speaker in the car.
Yeah. And like the worst thing about it is that the car started fogging up and stuff because I turned off my car and everything. And it's so awkward turning your car on because then your lights come on and it kind of like, it's all over. Everybody sees it and it kind of like people gets mad, I guess. I don't know. It's awkward. So I didn't bother with it until the movie was over. So I had the worst experience watching Black Widow. And I did get Disney Plus for a little bit and I was debating whether to rewatch it, but then I realized that as I was watching Black Widow, it wasn't really worth rewatching it because as much as I like the concept of, the whole Widow secret organization,
the like training program.
Yeah.
The Red Room, I believe it was called.
Yeah. The Red Room. I see. This is how much I care about Black Widow, in my opinion, because I don't even remember a lot of that stuff. But it's the story for that one guy that wears that, who was an old superhero. I forgot what his name was.
Taskmaster.
No, it wasn't Taskmaster.
The Russian guy.
Yeah.
The guy whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, I like his backstory. I think he was pretty cool. Taskmaster, I was kind of iffy. I didn't oppose it. I know a lot of people are kind of pissed about how they dealt with Taskmaster and Taskmaster's background story. There's a lot of theories that that's not actually Taskmaster, but that's just like just one of many Taskmasters that there could be, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that, but I take it as it is because usually Marvel likes to do these things in terms of stuff. And I'm assuming the multiverse thing is going to change Taskmaster character if they decide like, okay, this didn't work. We'll bring back Taskmaster as a different person. So I don't know. But I think Taskmaster part was all right. I think the story behind it and the reason behind Taskmaster is pretty, it's justified. Because of the whole thing that happened with the guy who runs for the Red Room's daughter and stuff. I'm not going to spoil it, but so the movie wise, it was It was It was interesting to watch, but it was like at best. Would I watch it? No. Again, no, I would not. But it was the ending. It kind of boggled my brain a little bit. I wasn't sure what to expect from it. Was I supposed to like look forward? Because it didn't really tell a lot of things, aside from the fact that there was like the snap or whatever.
Did you watch the post-credit scene?
Yeah, I did, and
with her sister looking at her grave.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, do you know who the woman that approached her is?
See, that's the thing. I don't think I do, unless you know.
So I can explain if you want. But it might spoil a bit of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay. That's all you have to say. I mean, I was gonna watch that Falcon and the Winter Soldier next.
I definitely recommend it. It's fantastic.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch that then. And I guess, what episode does she appear in then?
Episode 5, I think.
Okay.
Second to last. And then she's at the end of the last one as well. But,
okay. I'll keep an eye out then for that then.
Apparently that Black Widow post-credit scene sets up for the Hawkeye series, where she's like, "Hey, go kill Hawkeye," and Hawkeye's busy training his apprentice to be Hawkeye.
Right.
And that's out in November, apparently.
I'm kind of excited for Hawkeye because like I like him better than
Me too.
Black Widow. It's kind of weird that he doesn't get his own series, but
he gets a series.
I mean, not series, but movie. That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't get his own movie, but
what?
I don't know. At least he gets a series,
which kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Her movie was like a backstory for like what happened between Civil War and Infinity War. And the series is like the future, or I guess the present, because he's still around.
Right. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see, because one thing that's better than that Hawkeye, since Hawkeye is a series, they can just like keep going at it with them, with the story. Unlike if it was a movie, they kind of just like solidifies that and they can't really add more stuff to it. So I guess that's one good thing about it being a series, but I don't know. But yeah, Black Widow was, I don't know, it was okay. And then Shang-Chi, did you see that movie?
I did. I saw it the night it came out, and it was my worst cinema experience ever, but it was a great movie.
All right, what happened?
So it was at the movies, and I didn't have snacks, so that was
Okay.
So I didn't have snacks. I was fine with that. I found that, and I was in a seat, and I thought, COVID, social distancing, they're not going to let like two groups of people sit next to each other,
right?
And but someone came and sat next to me, so I moved to the seats like 2 away. And then someone came up, they were like, "This is our seat." I was like, "What? Why are they allowing this?" So I went back where I was supposed to be sitting, and the movie started. And then these people next to me, it was like a young couple, and through the whole movie they were like on their phones, and they kept taking pictures with the flash on, and making
Are you
out
serious?
and stuff. Like, why would you even go to the movies?
Dude, that sucks. I would just it was the whole theater like full or something?
No.
Well, you could have moved to a different seat, like a back row or something.
I could, but I paid for those. I was sitting in the back row.
Okay.
I paid for those like special comfortable seats with extra legroom because I'm fat.
Wow. I don't know.
But the film itself was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What did you think of it? Because I remember before it was coming out, when there were like just trailers and stuff, people were like, "Oh, it sucks. It's not gonna connect to the MCU." But then it came out, and there are quite a few connections.
I don't know. For me, okay, so the whole story was really good. Like, I really enjoyed Shang-Chi. Um, And the whole thing that kind of like messes with me a little bit is the whole fact about the whole. Well, I get that the play spoiler alert a little bit for anybody who's. Well, I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably already seen everything at this point. But basically, that one part where, or the whole concept of that one realm being in a different dimension. Okay, I can accept that. That's fine. But the whole those demons and stuff like that, the dragon that comes out of the water and all that stuff, okay, that kind of just kind of weird, because it just based on what we've seen in the cinematic universe, like the aliens and like whatever, like this kind of stuff is kind of like bizarre. But I guess because
makes me like, where was the dragon during Infinity War?
Yeah, no kidding.
Why did the dragon not just eat Thanos?
Exactly. But like, I like it. It's aesthetically pleasing, as well as like the the fight scenes are fantastic in my opinion. I think for the characters, I know Marvel likes to add that was it comedic character or whatever.
Yeah,
the sidekick,
comic relief.
The comic relief sidekick, yeah. And like she wasn't as funny, but she was enough
she was good as a character as opposed to just being comic relief.
Exactly, yeah. So she isn't like oversaturated like a lot of other movies, or like something where they or trying to be overly funny and try to put a pun on everything they see or whatever, right? But she is like has her serious moments and stuff, and I really like that. And she's also like, I don't know, she's not a pushover too, so that's good. But it's not like they try to take the spotlight from Shang-Chi himself, because his background story is really good in my opinion, and the whole his dad being like the villain, the antagonist of it, I think that was perfectly well done. I don't know about the last part about the whole demon. I forgot what the demon thing was called.
Dark Devourer or something. I can't remember.
I don't know, but like that. It felt kind of like Spider-Man 3, the original Sam Raimi films. Raimi, I can't say his name, but where
it was oversaturated with different villains.
Well, it's not oversaturated because there was only one villain in that movie, and that was his dad, which was also part of very intertwined into the story, which is good. He wasn't just slapped on there. But the last antagonist to bring everybody together or whatever, that kind of was kind of like, I guess they kind of built up that monster's background story a little bit when they try to explain the history of the rings. Not barely the history of the rings, because we still don't know where they came from or whatever. But they try to explain their culture or whatever to Shang-Chi and stuff when he visits the sacred place or whatever. And try to explain the dragon or whatever. I don't even know if it's a dragon or it's demon or whatever. The
demon's like a bat.
Yeah, it's like a bat thing. I don't freaking know. But
the demon started COVID.
No kidding. But like, I feel like he was kind of slapped on there at the last minute, because his dad, since the dad died, he pretty much got his soul sucked and stuff. Since he died, I feel like, okay, now
getting this suck.
Yeah, literally.
A real man's death.
Bruh. And like, they have to give Shang-Chi a reason to like use his cool powers, like to show off. And as much as I appreciate that, I feel like that was kind of too much. Like that last dragon thingy. It would have been cool if that was used to set up something else. Like, okay, his dad broke the barrier or whatever, but like it was something else or something. It disappeared, or you didn't see it. but the whole climax was him killing his dad or whatever. He got the rings and stuff like that, and that's pretty much the end of it. I think that would have been nice. I don't think the extra monster was kind of necessary, but I guess in order for it to feel like, okay, we have to save the world, I guess they have to do that. But I don't know, it's kind of too much for me. But aside from that, I think the movie was fantastic in my opinion.
I might be wrong, but as far as I remember, he's always had stuff to do with like demons and stuff in the comics. So having, a demon be the final villain of the movie was sort of kind of made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then having him do that whole like really cool 10 rings inside of the bat thing at the end was fantastic. It was a very cinematic ending to the movie. You can tell where the special effects budget went.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I agree that the special effects for Marvel films are always good, but like I don't know. I guess some people think it's good. The last bit or the last part is good. For me, I personally think it was kind of like overkill, or it's kind of like an excuse to show off Shang-Chi's new power. But it's whatever, I guess. I'd still rewatch it. What about you? Would you rewatch that movie?
Absolutely, it was fantastic. It's honestly, it might be the best like origin story movie in the MCU.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Although people say that whenever a new one comes out, like they said it with Black Panther, they said it with, they didn't say it with Captain Marvel. That was a great film. They didn't say it with that. But like whenever a new origin movie comes out, most of the time they say this is the best, like origin movie in the MCU, and then the next one comes out and they're like, never mind.
This one's the best. Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt, like in 2 months when the Eternals comes out, I wouldn't doubt people saying that's the best.
I feel like Shang-Chi is definitely up there as being one of the best origin stories for an MCU character, but I feel like Eternals might be a little lower because considering that you have to get put so many background stories to all these other characters within this movie, which I kind of wonder how they're going to do it without messing it up and stuff like that. So, because I know adding too many characters doesn't leave a lot of room for really good flourished, background stories or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. Have you seen the? Okay, so with that aside, have you seen both the Eternals and Spider-Man's trailers? And what do you think?
I have. Okay, the Eternals looks like it could lead to something cool because it's got stuff to do like the Celestials and the Deviants, and that's going to tie into like Thanos' backstory, which is cool. And I think seeing the Eternals like in action, if they do eventually join the Avengers, that's going to be great because that means we're going to have some big threat on its way.
Right.
And Spider-Man, I think that has potential to be the best MCU movie yet because it's Spider-Man and it's got the Sinister Six and it's brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for Eternals, go ahead.
I'm still kind of curious because apparently the actor who plays Ned lost a load of weight for the movie.
You think
he got ripped? Apparently he's gonna do something, and in the comics, apparently he became the Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's gonna be very interesting. Because it's like, okay, is the because we all know that William Dafoe is coming back. Well, it hasn't really been confirmed, but well, I guess technically it is because and so was his like grenade or whatever, Goblin grenade. So I feel like it's possible that William Dafoe might or Green Goblin might kidnap Ned and like inject him with like the Goblin serum or whatever, and that's how he becomes a Hobgoblin. Because that would be pretty cool. Either that or like because they mess with the multiverse. Basically, a different version would be Ned. It'd be like a different Ned, but I don't think he would show up in this movie. Maybe they're going to save it for a different one, because it'd be way too saturated. If they really are going to do the whole Sinister Six in this movie, then there's no room for Ned becoming the Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be cool if we see like a post-credit scene where he like picks up the thing, or just puts a suit on, the Hobgoblin suit or whatever for that. But that'd be pretty sick. You were gonna say?
What do you think about the theory of the 3 Spider-Man being in the movie?
I don't know. That's
Andrew
very
Garfield still denies them being there.
That's kind of iffy. Like, I don't know. Like, could you really?
I know. Kirsten Dunst, who played Mary Jane, has confirmed she's in it. That's
okay. Because I know sometimes when it comes to like getting other actors and stuff like that, or like getting like actors who played previous stuff into these kinds of universe things. Because I know for the DC TV, when they did the whole
Arrowverse
Crisis, they actually were able to get like
that.
Oh, go ahead.
I rewatched that last night. It was great. They got Robin from a 1960s series to appear for like a minute, and it was great. Yeah,
exactly. Like, I love how they implemented all the other previous, actors. But when it comes to the Marvel films, because, the actors now know that these films are going to make a shit ton of money, I feel like they're going to ask for a lot of money. And a lot of the times that I see when it comes to stuff like that is that it's either they're going to say, no, we're not going to give you that much money. And so we're just going to bring in the villains from that universe, but we're not going to include that the actor. Or I guess in this case, we're not going to include Andrew Garfield or Toby. I feel like Andrew is more than willing to do Spider-Man and stuff, because I think personally as an actor, I think he's like more modest and stuff about it. And I think he would be more than happy to play Spider-Man again, because he's mentioned that was his childhood dream to play Spider-Man and that kind of stuff. But when it comes to Toby, I think that's going to be very iffy. I don't know. Like, if we see Toby Spider-Man on the screen, that'd be crazy. But I don't know. I don't know, because then would they try to explain their background story as a recap or something?
I mean,
I don't know how they're going to do that.
I guess it might make sense if they have the multiverse, if they have like the 3 Spider-Man just sort of coming together to beat up the Sinister Six.
Right.
And then disappearing into the multiverse or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Because it's like, because that's a lot of characters. And we both know how Spider-Man 3 turned out with freaking Venom, Sandman, and the New Goblin. And it was just a clusterfuck of so many backgrounds. Well, I guess New Goblin, they kind of did him a little justice because he already had a story from the very beginning, but freaking Sandman and Venom just came out of nowhere, really. I don't know. So I don't like if they're implementing because they said they're gonna bring in Scorpio, I guess, and as well as like was it Sandman?
In the trailer, you could see Electro, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Sandman, I think, and Lizard.
Yeah.
So there's one more left to be seen.
Which is, I forget, what was the other?
Kraven or Scorpion or Vulture. Because Vulture's already in the MCU.
True. I feel like Vulture is good to go because he had. Oh, go ahead.
It might be Vulture because Michael Keaton, who plays him, said that, like he said in an interview or something, that he didn't understand the multiverse.
that sounds about right. I don't know, but like I feel like Michael Keaton definitely. We know that Willem Dafoe, as well as I forget the actor who plays Dr. Octopus, but we know those 3 definitely confirmed.
I remember his name. Yeah.
but I don't know about.
I think it's Jamie Foxx who played Electro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's in it.
Yeah, him too. Yeah. So we know they're confirmed, but
that's 4.
People are saying that one silhouette in that one scene in the dark that was Venom, but it just might be Scorpio in my opinion, or Lizard. I don't know. Would it be Lizard or Scorpio?
It might be Lizard.
You think so?
Scorpion was in a post-credit scene of Homecoming in prison with Vulture. So if they've got Vulture there, then why not Scorpion?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. I don't know, because I don't know. I really don't know. Like, it's so hard to say. They're really good at keeping this stuff secret. Yeah, either that or until another trailer drops and we see a little bit more of the characters, dude. If that trailer, like, okay, one thing I really want them to do, which very unlikely they'll ever do, is that don't show Toby Spider-Man or Andrew Spider-Man until the film actually comes out, because that would be like the ultimate surprise in any film history, right?
Oh, because if they have them, that's what they're gonna do. It's like in Endgame when they had the final battle. The trailer had nothing from that in it. So, or like Cap lifting Mjolnir, none of that was in the trailer.
Right, exactly like that. Or like the post-credit scene when in the first Guardians where they showed Thanos and nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's crazy. And I really hope that people don't spoil it or just keep it under wraps, which is almost impossible. So, but I really hope when it does come out that we see both of them on the screen, and it's going to be like one of the biggest, best film parts aside from Endgame. That's I think this Spider-Man could be the first one, the number one best surprise movie thingy, whatever happens in the movie kind of thing. But I don't know.
If they make them appear, do you think it'll be through portals like in Endgame, or do you think they'll just like web swing onto the screen and kick a villain in the face?
Well, knowing how,
because I feel like the second one seems more like Spider-Man, but the portals seem more, Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I don't think the portal thing is going to be a thing. I feel like it's more like they're just going to come out of nowhere, because you saw how Dr. Octopus at the very end he comes out of this cloud of mist, whatever. You don't actually see him coming through a portal.
Peter.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, I don't think it's going to be a portal thing, but because that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Like, because that's kind of Doctor Strange's way of going through things and stuff, and he's not like, it's not like he made a portal for them to go through. It's more like they kind of like, he just came out,
crashed the worlds into each other.
Yeah, so they kind of just came out of nowhere. So I feel like that's nonetheless, it's going to be how it's going to go, in my opinion. But I don't know. Well, I guess, like I said, I guess we'll just see what happens. So, but I'm very excited for it. I can't wait. And it's kind of hard to believe that it's going to come out this year, because usually when it comes to stuff like this, it takes like a year or two for it to come out, and then we have to wait like for forever for it. But yeah, I don't know.
There are 2 more or 3 more things I would like to quickly mention and ask you about. First, have you seen the thing for Oscar Isaac playing Moon Knight?
I think so. I think I did saw the trailer. Yeah.
Poe in the Star Wars movies has basically confirmed to be Moon Knight. In the Disney Plus series. They released this trailer which showed all the release dates for this like phase, and at the end there was just the big number 4, because Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anyone you would want to play the Fantastic Four members?
Honestly, I have no issue with anybody playing any of them. I think the number one thing I think should be comic accurate is Reed Richards, because he's a very important character in general in Marvel. Aside from him, I don't really care about the whole Johnny Storm being either a different ethnicity or whatever. I think the previous Fantastic Four, a lot of people were like up in arms about him being like a different ethnicity, than in the comics. Personally, I don't really care. I think he was fine, just the way he was. But the Reed Richards thing where they made him so young, I think that was an issue with me. But if they make Reed Richards like old, like he's supposed to be, then you know, I think it's all good. But I don't know how they're gonna do this, because you know,
the fan favorite casting seems to be John Krasinski, who was Jim in The Office, and I really want that to happen.
Oh yeah, I did see some like fan pictures of him Photoshop looking like Reed Richards, and yeah, I agree with that. He does look pretty good as Reed Richards, so that would be pretty funny. And like Pam, the actor for Pam plays Dwight plays like freaking Johnny Storm.
The Thing. Dwight plays Doctor Doom, obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's even better. Yeah, dude, that'd be hilarious. They just bring the whole cast of The Office back to play the Fantastic Four or something.
Get Kevin to be Thing.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, dude. Someone should Photoshop that together. I would love to see that.
The third thing I wanted to ask about was the new Doctor Strange film.
Dude, I'm so excited for that.
Have you heard much news about it? So far, I know Wanda from... Wanda's in it. Doctor Strange's obviously in it. And the Marvel character America Chavez is also in it. She doesn't have any magic powers, so she won't fit in too well. But she's really strong and does stuff.
I'm not sure about her, but yeah. See, my issue is Ironheart, Chavez, and like some of the other Marvel characters, because I feel like they're kind of Mary Sue's, kind of like how Marvel, Miss Marvel, not Miss Marvel, but was Captain Marvel was, where they like were overpowered to begin with, and it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
I don't know, because we've talked about this so many times where they're trying to like empower women, and I'm all for that, but I feel like they're emphasizing, because they're, you know, they're girls and whatever, that they should be overpowered to begin with. But at least based on what you just told me, at least she's not gonna have powers in that movie, so I guess we'll see where that goes.
She has, but the character has powers, but she's like, compared to like Doctor Strange and Wanda, she's nothing, as far as I know anyway.
Okay,
as far as I know, she just like jumps really high and punches really hard. Doctor Strange versus.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't like make her like super overpowered or anything at the very beginning, then I am totally down for it. And if she has a really good background story, or a really good story set up for her, then I'm totally down for it. But if they just make it where she like, kind of like they did with Captain Marvel, where she's like suddenly out of nowhere she gets this power, and she's like super crazy strong and can beat almost anybody, then yeah, I don't know. That's my only issue with this kind of stuff. I don't know, but I see a lot of the characters are gonna be gender bent, in my opinion. Or not in my opinion, but they are going to be gender bent, because, you know, Love and Thunder.
They're introducing Kate Bishop, so.
Yeah. I don't know. However, what do you think of that?
I think there is hope for the Young Avengers to happen. Because, and that really excites me, because in WandaVision, spoiler alert by the way, the two kids are Wanda's kids, and in the comics they are members of the Young Avengers. Then there is the kid from Iron Man 3 will apparently be Iron Lad, which doesn't really work with Loki.
Yeah.
Because of characters in that. Because originally Iron Lad was Kang the Conqueror from the future, and yeah. So I have hope for all this. I have hope for all of this to lead to the Young Avengers. Because, how about you? What do you think of the future of the MCU?
I mean, based on how it's going right now and the trajectory, Um, I don't know. I'm gonna be very picky when it comes to the movies now. Like it used to be okay, well, everything feels like so intertwined and everything was set up so fantastically. But now it feels like it's not gonna be that way anymore. It's not gonna be as intertwined as like well casted and everything and well integrated together. Since especially after the whole multiverse thing that happens. I don't know. I'm kind of having mixed feelings about the future of the MCU. I can see myself like just watching movies here and there, but not actually watching every single one anymore. So I don't know. Depending on who the big bad villain of the whole of like Phase 5 or whatever phase is gonna happen next. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be the next Thanos, which they say Celestials or a freaking Galactus.
Kang, apparently.
Kang. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I kind of figured it was gonna be Kang. I don't know, but
yeah, I think they're gonna keep the bigger names for like the movies, like Doctor Strange or Spider-Man, but then smaller heroes, I think they're gonna have them on, like Disney Plus.
Yeah,
and like weekly shows, which I'm okay with because I was. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a masterpiece in my eyes, and it's only 6 episodes long. Loki was brilliant. Wonder Woman was also good.
I don't know. I thought Falcon Winter Soldier has a second season coming, isn't it?
I think so. I know Loki definitely does.
Yeah.
And I don't think WandaVision does because of Doctor Strange.
Okay. Yeah, WandaVision, that makes sense. I did, and it was great. So I did see Kang the Conqueror. So.
Okay, cool. What did you think of the strange ending?
I think it's okay. When I first saw that last scene where it had Kang's statue and everything, I was kind of confused at who that was, so I kind of Googled it and learned that was Kang the Conqueror, because I wasn't familiar with his background story, and then I watched like a video about how he's Iron Lad in the future, and that kind of stuff, and I was like surprised, and like, okay, that's pretty cool in my opinion. I think the actor did very well with Kang. He's a little bit enthusiastic. I don't know if he's like that in the comics. I feel like he wasn't. He was like more serious in the comics. But this...
I think the Kang that actually is Kang will be more serious. But the version we saw wasn't as serious because he wasn't actually Kang. So he was Kang, but he wasn't Kang. So he's going to be Kang. Yeah. Variants. It's fun.
Yeah, the whole variant thing, that kind of threw me off a little bit, but I think it's a pretty cool concept to begin with. So I don't know, but I think Loki was pretty good.
Loki, man.
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty funny. I actually like that. I don't know. I think Loki is pretty good, but as far as like the whole how everything's gonna turn out, I guess for me I'm gonna be on and off about Marvel now. Going forward, I don't know about you. You might be more excited about it than I am.
I'm still gonna go see the movies the day they come out. I hope the Eternals is good. I think that's kind of like Spider-Man. We know it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's one, it's Tom Holland, and two, it's the multiverse coming into play. But like the Eternals, I feel like it's gonna set something up, and if it doesn't do it well, the MCU is gonna flop.
True. Because eventually people are going to get tired of superhero movies now, and I'm surprised nobody got tired, but I guess it's starting to, after the end game, I feel like people are starting to feel that saturation in like, too many superhero movies. So
Another bad thing.
Yeah.
Another bad thing is that apparently the Russo brothers aren't directing anymore, or might not direct any more movies in the MCU.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Black Widow money thing. She wants $100 million because she was lied to by Disney, apparently.
Oh yeah, because since the movie did poorly in theaters and her contract was only
and went on Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's true. Oof, that must suck though.
It wasn't a good movie anyway.
Yeah, true. But still, it kind of sucks because like seeing your other actor friends like having their own movies and making billions of dollars, and then there's her movie, and it's like, well, shit, it's flopped. So I don't blame her for being mad because it came out the worst day possible. On top of the fact, add salt to your wound where it's like, okay, we're gonna put this on Disney Plus, so it's easier for people to watch it, and you don't get any of that money.
You do have to pay £20 on Disney Plus though for it, which is ridiculous in my opinion. You're already paying $7.99 a month, then you have to pay £20 to watch a movie.
Oh yeah, that's kind of dumb. I didn't know. I didn't know about that, but that is kind of dumb.
I like the way they're doing it with Shang-Chi because they're releasing that they released that in the movies, and then 45 days later it's going on Disney Plus.
Nice. I kind of like how I don't know if you have this service or not, HBO Max, where like new movies like Godzilla.
Okay, well.
Okay, so the way they do it when it comes to this stuff is like they release the movie and on stream at the same time, but the streaming version only lasts for like 2 weeks, and then they take it off. I think something like that it would be best. That way you don't have to pay on top of paying for the subscription. But I guess they're gonna lose a lot more money that way because then people are just gonna get Disney Plus instead of going to the movie theaters.
I mean, when you think about it, if you go to the movies twice a year to see a Marvel movie, say, that's what, £50 to go to the movies twice in a year. Disney Plus is over here anyway, $7.99 a month. So that's £84 a year, or $7.99 a month, or £50. Sorry, £50 a year or £84 a year. It's more expensive to go to them to get Disney Plus for a whole year than it is to go to the movies twice a year. So really, they're making more money by having Disney Plus.
But I feel like because Disney Plus is a subscription service, you could always just wait it out until it comes on Disney Plus, and you subscribe for like a month to binge everything you want, then just quit. At least that's what I do. Because I did have Disney Plus last month, but I quit because I was like, I'm just going to wait till all the Marvel TV shows come out and they're done, and then I'm just going to resubscribe or get on a free trial and just binge watch it all in a month.
Nice.
Yeah, because like honestly, a lot of the movies on Disney Plus, I'm like I've already seen as a kid, and it's like there's nothing else that I'm interested in except for the Marvel stuff, and I don't know, they're not. It's not very. I
find that most of what I've been doing with Disney Plus is like rewatching old TV shows. And watching What If as it comes out, but it's rewatching old TV shows for now. They do have stuff like if you're not just into Disney or Marvel, they have this whole like Star thing, which is like they've got The Walking Dead's last season airing. This isn't a paid promotion, by the way.
Wish it was, but
the last. Come on, Disney. They've got like they've got like The Walking Dead airing, and they've got the D'Amelio show, whatever that. It's about a girl from TikTok. I know that. That's airing, and there's American Horror Story, which I was gonna watch, but then I remembered horror scares me. There's like all these like series they've got from Fox, which is, I guess it's good that they're making use of what they've got from Fox, and it's all on Disney Plus instead of being on TV.
Yeah.
They're really capitalizing on what they've got, and I can't blame them for it.
Yeah, true.
And you can watch all 30 seasons of The Simpsons, or is it 31? You can watch all of The Simpsons except for one episode.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. It's kind of funny. But yeah. I don't know. But it is, I don't know. I'm kind of, you guys already heard my opinion about, the future of Marvel and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if you have anything else to say aside from that.
The last thing I would like to say is, please, if you haven't, do yourself a favor and watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki, everyone listening. They are brilliant. WandaVision is also fantastic, but it's a lot more like over the place until the last like 3 episodes. Episodes 7, 8, and 9 of WandaVision are the more important ones. Episode 9 is a masterpiece, and I highly urge you to watch it. That is all.
All right, and with that, I guess I'm gonna be wrapping it up. And thanks, guys, for listening, tuning in to the Anipop Podcast after so long of being on hiatus. We hope you guys, yeah, we're back and better than ever for the most part. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you think, or what's your favorite Marvel film in the comment section, or you can email us at anipop.podcast@gmail.com.
Is it .podcast or is it just Anipop Podcast?
Pretty sure it's .podcast.
Send an email to both.
Yeah, they sent it to the wrong email. Oof. I don't know, but it's all in the description of the YouTube video. Otherwise, if you're listening this on Spotify and any other podcast, medium, you could always follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Sometimes I guess Facebook is like nobody really follows on Facebook anymore, but because no one uses Facebook anymore. But yeah. I don't know what I Lucky used to do this stuff very well.
Yes,
yeah.
I did.
I got
this. Listening, everyone.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, I think Apple Podcasts and Amazon and Google. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And stay tuned because we will have more episodes and Mario will be back.
Yes.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
All right. See you guys.